This 26 Sports and CCTV high school hockey presentation is presented by Cadillac Casting Incorporated.
And welcome back, everybody, to the WEX in Cadillac, Michigan. Jeff Castillo along with Bill Dooley. And Jeff, it's always good to get back after the new year. We got a big North Conference showdown here. Should be a fun game.
I know it. I'm ready. It seems like it's been forever and a day since we did a broadcast. So
last game was Petoskey around the 20th of December. So, and that was a really good team. Petoskey was, and Traverse City Central is right in the hunt for the Big North. They're 2-2.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of wide open. It's anybody's ball game. Traverse City Central has really improved. They kind of got off to a rough start this year. I think they dropped their first 5 games, and since then they've been pretty solid. They've faced some really good teams.
Yeah, they're coming off a 2-1 victory over Big Rapids, which is that's always tough to go down there and win a game at Ferris.
Mm-hmm.
And they've played teams like Northville, University of Liggett, Toledo St. John's, Farmington, Warren De La Salle, Petoskey, Houghton, Hancock, Alpena,
Yep.
a lot of
Saginaw Heritage.
Yeah,
they're a powerhouse, so
yeah.
they've had some good competition.
Yes, they have.
No doubt about that.
And really, when you look at a young team like this, like Traverse City Central, we'll talk about that a little more, but they are super young. All right, the Vikings are coming onto the ice, and
they had a little delay on coming onto the ice.
Yes.
You could hear the old Jeopardy music going
That's
on
right,
there.
Yes. I wonder if they're getting last-minute instructions from Coach Graham just to how important this is, kind of starting the,
It really is. And
second half of the Big North Conference,
right.
basically.
Yeah, they've gone 1-1 here in the new year so far. They went up to Traverse City to play TC West and came out with a 6-1 victory.
Yeah.
Probably one of the best games they've played all year.
Yeah.
And then they actually played a really good game the other day against the Mount Pleasant team. They ended up coming up short, but very good game.
All right, for the Traverse City Central Trojans. Head coach Chris Givens. We'll get the assistants in just a moment. On defense, number 9, Seth Lucas, a sophomore. Also at D, number 10, Ethan Vanderroost, he's a sophomore. The forward, number 11, a freshman, Will Dawson. Forward, number 19, Carson Peters, is a sophomore. What number was that? Let's see. Number 04 is Drew Swanson, and then the starting goaltender is sophomore Jackson Wade. So, Jeff, take it away for the Cadillac Vikings.
All right, here are the hometown Vikings starting lineup for this evening. Number 6, Austin Pendrick, senior. And number 19, senior Brandon Eller. Centering tonight be number 5, Hayden Watkins. That is number 2, Alex Leotart. And number 10, Alan Shear. Looks like an all-senior lineup out there.
Yeah. Is that Nathan Moore?
Goaltender is, I just can't see a number, Bill.
It looks like Nathan.
Yeah, it's number 1, Nathan Moore.
All right, and now our pep band will be doing the national anthem. A beautiful rendition of our national anthem by the Cadillac Pep Band under the direction of Mr. Mike Filkins, and always good to have the Pep Band here. Adds that, like Jeff said, a little extra festiveness to the game.
Absolutely.
Our referees tonight is Justin Ulrey along with Derek Graham, and the linesman is John Troost. Our coaches for Traverse City Central, the head coach is Chris Givens in his 27th year at Central, 24th year as the head coach. Assistant coaches Ben Berger, Bob Fernandez, Scott Harvey, Dr. Michael Peters, and Matt Miller. So, Jeff, the coaches?
Right, and the Cadillac coaches, Mr. Scott Graham, he's been the coach there for this is the 20th year. Every year that Cadillac has had a program, he's been the head coach. We got assistants Les Sharp, Randy Boyke, Dawson Cook is joining the crew this year, and also Mark Moore. So pretty experienced coaching crew on both sides of the.
Yes, they've seen a lot of each other over the years. Let's put it that way. They know each other well.
Yes, they do.
And Traverse City Central is celebrating their 41st year as a hockey program. I was kind of surprised, Jeff. I didn't know it was quite that old.
Yeah, they're pretty well established, and boy, they've had some awful good years. You know, a number of recent years, they've just dominated the Big North.
All right.
Not as much the last couple years,
right.
But
yeah,
quite a few years.
We are ready to go. Peters and Drew Swanson, number 4 for Traverse City Central, will dump it into the corner. Going after it is Brandon Eller, number 19. Eller up the boards. Traverse City putting the check on, back to the point. Quick shot there by Seth Lucas, wide of the net. Tried to deflect it was Swanson. Back to the point. Lucas, that one will clear the zone, and they'll have to reset. Just underway here from the Wexon Cadillac. Vikings are heading from north to south. That is going to go all the way down the ice, and they will get an icing. I didn't think there was enough effort there. As a referee, I would have been yelling, hustle.
Yeah.
You've heard that before, haven't you?
Well, yeah, exactly. You want to try to keep that play going a little bit, but
he did one of those slow ups and wasn't really digging hard. In the NHL, they will wave that one off every time. Face off deep in the Viking zone. It's brought around the boards by Jack Schmidtdeal. Brian Geiger, number 12, is being tied up there by number 12, and Traverse City dumps it in, knocked down by Gavin, and coming back is Fisher Moore, number 18. Moore down the left side, bounces out, knocked away by Jackson Wade. Geiger back to Foster, over to Schmidtdeal. He's going to wrist it. That one is blocked by Jack Olson, comes back to center. Gavin Foster, number 3. Wearing the glasses, you wonder if those ever fog up, Jeff.
Well,
you know
you'd have to wonder.
It's got to be an issue at times. Over the line is Nick Sommerfeld, number 21. Sommerfeld dances around his man, shoot, save. Rebound is cleared away by the Vikings. Good job by Sommerfeld.
Yeah, he
Long
made a dandy
shot.
little move there to get a good scoring attempt going. Nice save by Nathan Moore.
Vikings now. Here's Brendan Phillips, number 8, streaking down the right side. Trying to go with speed. He's shielding off his man. Turns with a good pass in the middle. Shot scored! Beautiful play by Brendan Phillips to Zach Izzard.
Boy, he put it in the wheelhouse, and Zach Izzard got a nice little snapshot off, kept it right on the ice, and went under Jackson Wade. First shot for Cadillac.
Did you see the play, though, by Brendan to shield and then make that perfect pass in the slot?
Yeah, he definitely made it. Not sure if we could possibly get a replay on that. We'll let you know if we do.
Well, the Vikings jump off to that early 1-0 lead. That's always a good sign in the, especially in a conference game. Farley for the Vikings facing off against number 3. That is Kelly Kerr. And Ethan Vandenroos. Vikings knock it back. And it comes all the way back to number 6, Austin Pendrick. Pendrick to Zach Izzard. Zach's got a really good shot, Jeff. You know, just a quick, hard snapshot. Oh, Phillips just missed one there in the corner. We got a penalty coming up here.
Penalty already. So we're going to see some special teams play. All right,
They're going to discuss whether we've got maybe more than just a 2. They're discussing whether it may be a 2 and a 10 or a 5 and a 10. It's a boarding, so their options on boarding are 2 and a 10 or 5 minute. They're going to give them just a 5-minute major, I think.
Well, they've got 2 posted up on the board.
Okay, so but I think it has to be also a 10-minute misconduct in high school hockey. We'll wait on that, but I'm almost positive.
Yeah, so they could be losing Zach Izzard for the majority here of the first period.
I heard the boards bang, but I didn't see it. Jeff, did you see the actual hit down there?
No, I was getting the
goal.
the goals, which I can tell you the official goal for Cadillac was scored by number 9, Zach Izzard, along with number 8 on the assist, Brendan Phillips.
So they are going to go with a 5-minute major for boarding.
All right, so that is going to put the Vikings down 5 minutes. Even if Traverse City scores, they do not come out of the box on a major penalty. Traverse City can try and get as many as they can get on this.
So Traverse City on their power play has Vander Roos. They've got Swanson, Carson Peters, number 19. Peters coming down, tried to center it. Vikings get a stick on it, and they will clear the zone. That was Brandon Eller, number 19. Putting some pressure on is Alan Shear for the Vikings. Behind his own net is Vander Roos. Up to Carson Peters. Peters, number 11 over the line. Vikings will get to that one first and clear the zone. This is where you really look for your, there's an icing call.
Yeah, that's the last thing you want during a power play. It is going to give Traverse City Central a chance to get some new skaters on the ice, but you do not want to end up having to go all the way to your zone. It just takes some time to regroup and get settled in down to the other end. And if Cadillac wins a draw here, they can get an immediate scoring chance. We'll see. Tonello does win the draw.
Back to Eller. Eller's shot goes into the corner. Tonello with some good pressure there. Now turning was number 12. That's James Bradfield. Pass, tip. Vikings are going to get this coming right back in as Leotard. Having to regroup is Bradfield, number 12. Behind the net to Vander Roos. Vander Roos with a long stretch pass right on the stick. Cutting down that left side. Centered, shot scored! Beautiful play to Jack Olson. And I'm trying to get a number. I think that was number 17, Charlie Douglas, with the beautiful centering pass.
Yes, it was.
And Jeff, I don't know if this is deja vu, but the goal scores is Jack Olson, and Brendan Phillips is the one that made the
assist and made the play.
Made the play. So our two interviewees have struck early.
Well, they got that camera put on them early, so they maybe they're feeling that Hollywood feeling going on here or something.
And here we go with the replay on it.
We do have a replay on this.
It starts back in the Viking zone.
Yeah, real nice play by Charlie Douglas on that. That was not a shot. He saw his player there and made it for a good tip.
Good job by our crew to get a slow motion replay on that one. We really appreciate that one. Now Olson to Will Dawson. Olson in the corner to Douglas, and he picks the short side and scores. Charlie Douglas, number 17. And the power play is paying dividends so far for Central.
Well, like I said, they're not going to get anybody out of the box until the 5 minutes is up on a major penalty. So
they still have 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go here. 2-1, Traverse City Central on goals from Jack Olson and now Charlie Douglas. Douglas, that's going to be his
that's a goal and an assist for him.
Yeah, he's got 7 goals now and 6 assists. So I think that will tie him with Will Dawson for the scoring lead right now. Pass over on the right side, shot in by Douglas all the way through. And Nathan Moore will just hold on to it. The Vikings will get a face-off deep in their zone. So that first goal that was scored by Olson, that's his second goal of the year for Jack Olson, the lone senior on the team, Jeff. Hard to imagine.
Yeah, it's just, it's kind of weird, a whole class of kids, and he's the only hockey player out of that class that, stuck through it and everything.
Puck came right out in front of the net. Jackson Wade had to be careful with it. Speeding down the center is Carson Peters, number 19. Peters the shot, blocked down there, rebound, picked up. There's another shot, just ricocheted wide of the far post. Now with some pressure, Drew Swanson, he finds a man in the middle. That shot just rises over top of the crossbar from Bradfield. Vikings are chasing right now. Back to the point to Vanderroos. Vanderroos gets it all the way through. Good pad save by Moore.
Yeah, he had the corner pick too.
Yeah.
Good save by Moore.
Moore directs that one into the corner to Drew Swanson, number 4, looking for a one-timer there. That shot, rebound, scored! It was Carson Peters. Wow, he found himself wide open in front of the net.
Wow, this has opened up
Wow.
quite a bit right away.
4 goals in quickly here in the first start.
5 minutes of play.
Carson Peters, the sophomore, and that's his 6th goal also, Jeff.
All right, they still have a full 2:02
2 minutes. It's
left
like
to go.
It's just like the power play starting right now.
Right.
Now over the line. Go ahead, Jeff.
And not only that, just getting the momentum going, especially after the quick goal was scored on them on the first shot.
Vikings need to start taking the body, really get this crowd into it. The Vikings will ice it down. And we've got about 1:40 to go in the power play. Zach Izzard in for boarding. Here comes Brendan Phillips. Phillips shot blocked there by Vanderroos. Phillips centers it. He was looking for Derek Tonello. Now coming out with it over the line is Will Dawson. Fakes the shot, tries to go over his man. He still got there, but good defensive play. I want to say that was Brendan Phillips. There's a quick shot. That one bounced up in the air. Dangerous puck there. Good effort.
Traverse City getting some good opportunities here.
Oh, looking for
power
this
play.
Look at this. Great poke check by Hayden Watkins. Also, that could have been a goal. There's a shot, save. Kept in at the line. Vanderroos, he's got a good quick snapshot too. Sommerfeld to drop it for Vanderroos. That one deflects off Phillips. Back to the point. Shot by Bradfield. That was blocked by Tonello.
Yeah, it's the second one Tonello's blocked. He took that first one on the ankle. I think he's still smarting from that one just a little bit.
Now coming in with it is Douglas. Douglas holds on. Good defensive play by Hayden Watkins. Centering play. Nick Sommerfeld was in the vicinity. Jack Olson, number 8. Olson at the top. Great one-time shot there. Traverse City. Whoa.
Boy, they came dangerously close to scoring a 4th goal. And if I'm the defensive coach on the Viking side, I'm telling the guys up front there, they got to clear that front of the net out because those guys, the goalie's responsibility is that initial shot. They got to have to help after that.
Yep. And Nathan has been making the first save, and there's been a couple rebound attempts here.
Right, 22 seconds left on the Traverse City Central power play.
Nathan Weber, number 13, gets over to the other point. Back to Seth Lucas to Weber. Centering attempt, picking it right back up and knocking it down to the Vikings. They do not clear. That one is stopped by Alan Shear. And Traverse City, Cadillac's back at full strength. Rebound attempt goes behind the net. Traverse City is still dangerous. Will Dawson back to the point to Weber. Weber over to Lucas. Lucas, that one was blocked by Shear. He's had a couple blocks already. Weber to Will Dawson, spinning with it. Vikings aren't taking the body very good here, Jeff. They had a chance right there. Here comes Fisher Moore. He's going to dump it in. And that one is stick to the side.
They got scrambling a little bit there, getting bunched up. Traverse City was moving the puck very well.
There's a good hit there by Fisher Moore.
Yep. Somebody's got to get a spark going here for the Vikings.
Coming in to play it is Jack Schmidtdale, and gloving that aside is Jackson Wade with 9:10 to go here in the first period. It's a 3-1 Traverse City Central lead.
All right, so let's catch you up on some of the scoring that the Traverse City Central Trojans have done. That first goal again was by number 8 Jack Olson with an assist from 17 Charlie Douglas and number 10 Ethan Vanderroos. They also scored right after that, number 17 Charlie Douglas. And I'll have to check the assist on that. Third goal was number 19 Carson Peters from Will Dawson and Drew Swanson. All of those goals were power play goals from that major penalty.
Kelly Kerr, number 3 for the Central, Traverse City Central. He gets back to the point, Vanderroos. There's a rising wrister into the corner. And now Zach Izzard, good centering play here to Phillips. Phillips for the speeding Farley. Good forecheck by Farley. Back to the point. Cannot keep that one in. Number 16 there. That's Cam Keene for the Vikings.
Keene, yep.
That's his first time on the ice tonight. That one goes up into the bench, and Coach Boyke makes a good one-handed catch there. Souvenir. Sponsors, Jeff?
Yeah, we haven't hardly had time to get the sponsors.
It's been crazy.
Mentioned here.
All right, the Vikings right outside of the blue line and getting ready here to face it off is Hayden Watkins against Carson Peters, one of the goal scorers. They'll flip it into the zone, and it bounces all the way to Moore, and then he'll hold on to it with Peters and company.
All right, our game is brought to you tonight by Cadillac Casting. It's also brought to you by Cadillac Tire, Fox Motors of Cadillac, and Pizza Plus. And we still have sponsorship opportunities available to help make coverage of local winter sports games possible. Contact us today to learn more.
Now Alex Leotard one-on-one against Bradfield, number 12. Bradfield with a good job to knock that puck into the corner, and then he'll come out with it. Pass off the stick of Will Dawson into the corner. No icing here. Dawson takes it away, looking for the wraparound in the slot. Good vision there, though, by Will Dawson.
Yeah, it really was. That was a nice hustle-up play by him to take that puck from behind the net.
That was a good shot right there by Carson Peters just to get the puck on net. In hockey, that's a lot of times what you're just trying to do for a rebound. All right, it is 3-1 Traverse City Central. Jeff Castillo along with Bill Dooley bringing you the action on a Wednesday night from the Wex and Cadillac.
All right, we'd also like to let you know that we have our 26 sports crew tonight. Director Wyatt Van Dynen. Replay guy is Zach Wiggins. Camera 1 is Ben Lineberry. Camera 2, Aaron Dunlap. And camera 3, Isabel Granados.
Yes.
So thank you much for those youngsters helping us out tonight and bringing the presentation to you.
Hopefully they can stay warm too, Jeff.
Right. Struggling with that myself.
Play is in this neutral area. Taken now by number 9, Seth Lucas. Lucas behind the net to Vander Roost, and now back to Lucas. Looks for the long pass. It gets past one man and taken by Brandon Eller. Eller shoots it in. No icing. There was a tip on the play. So Seth Lucas will take it. Lucas with a nice cutback. Vikings will keep it in at the point. That's Brandon Eller for the Vikings. Charlie Douglas, number 17. Off the skate, Nick Sommerfeld. But following up is Vander Roos, and he had one that I don't even think Nathan saw till the last second.
No, he just happened to be in good position.
He did. Charlie Douglas over top of the net with his shot. Into the corner. Eller checks his man, and now picking it up is Fisher Moore. Moore can't get it past Olsen, and finally on the second chip, he gets it out. Quick change for the Vikings and an offside play, so we'll have a face-off. 6:13 to go here in the first.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, it's been all Traverse City Central. Other than, Cadillac's initial shot on goal, which went in, that was Zach Izzard's goal off of Brendan Phillips' nice play. Yeah. It's been all Traverse City. And, the penalty's been over for a number of minutes here. Cadillac just has not been able to get anything established offensively.
Taken away on a good forecheck there by the Trojans. Jack Schmidtdale, number 4, will chase it in. Kelly Kerr, number 3, battling there. He gets it out to McComb. McComb, the shot never made it through. Blocked by Farley, and the Vikings will get it out to center ice. Bradfield turns with it and plays it all the way back to Gavin Foster, number 3 for the Vikings. Over to Zach Izzard. Zach didn't feel too much of that check.
No, he pretty much brushed that one aside.
Yeah, hand pass against the Vikings.
Not sure how much of that he would have felt anyway.
Right.
Guy was outmanned there by Big Zach.
We've got girls high school basketball action coming up. The Gaylord Blue Devils and the Vikings were playing tomorrow night in their last 2 undefeated teams in the Big North, Jeff. So that's going to be a big game there, and Dan Gussert will be bringing you that game on 26 Sports and CCTV.
Oh, nice. Is that one of those somebody's got to lose games?
Yeah, that's right. Here's a play picked up. Carson Peters put it through the slot area. Vikings try and clear, and Shear does not get it out. Hayden Watkins now. He's checked into the corner. Traverse City's really putting a two-man forecheck on them pretty good, Jeff.
Yeah, they are. And boy, they just moved the puck so well.
They had Peters wide open on the far post. Alex Leotard, can he get it out? No, kept in beautifully by Douglas, but the Vikings will follow up. Jack Schmidtdale. Schmidtdale trying to go wide. Bradfield checking him. Jackson Wade stops it. And now the Trojans will come out with it.
Yeah, nicely defense by the Trojans there. Oh, boy.
We got a big-time trip there on Schmidtdale, and he might even hurt himself.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
No. Shot is wide. Now the net is empty, and the Vikings will tag up, and they're going to go down by 2 minutes here.
Yeah, fortunately, both players got up on that because you do not want to see that.
That was a dangerous play. That's all we can say. There actually, we'll talk about it, but that should just be a 2-minute leg trip.
Yeah. Got to be real careful with that.
So, Vikings will have to kill another 2 minutes here. Coach Graham giving them,
Okay. Well, while they're regrouping here, we are going to have our first player profile of the evening. Our first player profile is Zach Izzard from the Cadillac Vikings. Zach's parents are Shelly and Jeff Izzard, along with a sister Amelia and brother Seth. Besides playing hockey, Zach plays varsity lacrosse. In his spare time, Zach volunteers to help out Learn to Skate program and likes to hunt, fish, and hang out with friends. His favorite athlete is Wayne Gretzky. After high school, Zach would like to attend college and continue playing hockey. Congratulations to Zach Izzard on being one of our player profiles of the game. And Zach is the owner of the lone goal for the Vikings tonight so far.
We got a delayed slashing call coming up to Traverse City. We'll see which number it is.
All right.
Actually, they're going to call it a high stick.
Yep, so things are going to even right out.
And it's going to be number 21, Nick Sommerfeld.
All right, so that's going to bring some 4-on-4 play.
He's a junior. I'm actually surprised we actually have a junior there to mention, Nick Sommerfeld.
Well, there's not many seniors and juniors on the Central squad, surprisingly.
Yeah.
You know, it's just we're kind of scratching our head trying to figure out how that's even happened.
So we'll play 4-on-4 hockey for a minute 30. This is kind of nice. It opens the ice up a little bit, Jeff.
Right. Get some of those speed guys out there when you got a little bit more ice. Open ice.
Speaking of speed, we got Fisher Moore along with Alan Shear, Brendan Phillips, and Austin Pendrick. And Traverse City Central has Seth Lucas. Ooh, they got away with one there.
I think
I'll
so.
say
that
a
was
little
borderline
bit of
interference, right.
Taking it away is Traverse City. They find themselves in front of the net. Oh, nice play, but he scores anyway. That's Jack Olson.
That was that long reach.
Yes.
Certainly did help on that one.
And Olson is putting on a little bit of a show here, Jeff.
Yes, he is.
Second goal of the first period, and it's now 4-1 Traverse City Central.
Wow, the place is quiet. The band's not even playing.
Dead quiet. You know, Jeff, that all started with a poor, clearing play. That Cadillac is trying to bounce it off the boards, and several times Traverse City is reading that, and it isn't getting out.
No, they just can't seem to get anything going right now. Offensively, they've had very, very little time in the offensive zone and certainly no kind of pressure. And only a few shots, really.
Yeah, Jackson Wade really, besides the goal, he has not been tested.
No.
Now Carson Peters, number 19, going wide, holding on to the puck. Phillips for the Vikings. He's got a little bit of space being checked there by Will Dawson. And the Vikings into the zone, coming up with almost a slash there on Leotard.
And the Vikings are going to be full strength here in about 8 seconds.
And we got an offside call. Letting the shot go is Will Dawson. And with 2:42 to go here in the first period, how about some DVD information, Jeff? We always encourage people to try and buy some DVDs.
Right, we would like to remind everyone there are DVDs available for purchase, either single games or box sets, by contacting mynews26.com or calling the station at 231-577-1844. The sale of DVDs helps out with our production costs, including purchasing equipment and paying our directors and students. They make great stocking stuffers, graduation, or birthday gifts. And what a nice thing for the kids to be able to have. trying to watch themselves on television.
Vikings are on the power play for just another 5 seconds. Traverse City has the puck behind their own net, up to Jack Olson, who's got 2 goals so far. Vikings will shoot it. It goes all the way through, knocked down there by Jackson Wade. And it'll come out to center with some speed. Here comes Charlie Douglas. Douglas keeps his balance, shoots, scored! What a play there, fending off the check of the Vikings and just going up high.
It's been a lot of Jack Olson and Charlie Douglas so far.
And Charlie Douglas, let's see, that'll be his 8th goal of the season, as he's got 2 tonight. We'll have to get the assist on it, but so far 2 for Douglas, 2 for Olson,
right,
and 1 for Carson Peters, right?
Yeah, and the goal before that was Jack Olson unassisted.
Okay.
Number 8.
Jack unassisted.
And Charlie Douglas got this one. Have to see if the yeah, it is number 10, Ethan Vanderoost on the assist on that last goal.
It was
Charlie
actually a
Douglas.
great pass from deep in the zone. Traverse City right back over the line. Vikings get a piece of that one, and it flutters behind the net. Got a penalty coming up here to Traverse City on a trip.
And you know, these teams met up in Traverse City before Christmas break. I think back in early December or so, and that game went to overtime. Traverse City did end up winning that one, but
7-6, right?
Yeah, it was a high-scoring affair, but definitely a lot closer than this one is turning out to be so far.
It was number 3, Kelly Kerr, with the 2-minute trip for Traverse City. But I think in that game, Cadillac either had a little big lead, and Traverse City came back to tie it. I remember reading about that one. One of the teams had a pretty decent lead, and the other team came roaring back.
Well, Cadillac's going to need to do a lot of roaring to get back into this one at 5-1. It certainly would help their effort if they, or their cause, if they got a power play goal here. See if they can get something established.
Keeping it in is Austin Pendrick. They need something here to spark themselves, spark the crowd. Now taking this, Fisher Moore. Moore checked into the quarter, but Brian Geiger has it. Geiger, number 12, goes back to the point to Gavin Foster. Foster into Moore. Moore shot is deflected up over top of the net. Austin Pendrick back to the point to Gavin Foster. Tried to get it through and keeping it in momentarily, taking it out. Good check there by Will Dawson. Now Austin Pendrick with 42 seconds to go in the first. It's a 4-on-2 for the Vikings. Cuts into the middle. That hits something, Jeff. There's a rebound shot wide of the net by Shear. Back to the point. Pendrick to Foster. Good save by Jackson Wade, and picking up is Bradfield. He doesn't clear.
Yeah, Cadillac didn't have anybody in front of the net. Jackson Wade saw that one all the way.
And Traverse City will get it out to center with 16 seconds to go. Maybe a chance for one more rush, but not now. It's going to go all the way back into the Cadillac zone. Pendrick blows the tire, gets it up to center, intercepted by Bradfield, and he'll just tip it over the blue line, and that will do it for the first period as the Traverse City Central Trojans dominate that one, Jeff, 5-1.
Yeah, dominate is, well, there really isn't any other word for it. They did dominate every aspect of the period in the play. The Vikings opened up with that first quick goal by Zach Izzard on the first shot, and it's been all TC Central since then.
Yeah, we'll get you the shots and goal at the start of the second period, but we want to let everybody know that Jeff and I will be back with the second period action in just a moment. You are watching high school hockey action on 26 Sports and CCTV. Stay tuned.